are going to make our Japanese-inspired soba noodle salad. The first thing we're going to do is make our ginger miso dressing, and like I said before, we are using miso paste, which is a fermented soybean paste. You can pick this up in any of your supermarkets. You have a light brown, you have a white miso paste, and you also have a red miso paste. Brown and the red are extremely good for any of the dressings and stuff that we're using. White is typically made in miso soup because it has less of a color to it, so it keeps it nice and clear on this. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to take our miso paste and we're going to do about 2 tablespoons roughly. And the joy about this one is it's no set amount that you're going to have to put in. Then the next thing we're going to add is a tablespoon of honey. Next, we are going to add some grated ginger and some grated garlic. Now, I just use a cheese grater on the smallest setting and just to grate it up. That way, when you're adding it into this, it just goes through, and you're literally looking for around a tablespoon of each one into that. Then we are going to add some flaxseed oil to that as well. So you're looking at about another tablespoon of flaxseed oil into that. Then we're going to squeeze 1 lime, the juice of it, into it. And then just take a whisk and just gently mix it up. So it gets nice and smooth. Now, if you don't want to use flaxseed oil, you can use sesame seed oil, is always good. Olive oil's just as good into it. The miso has a very strong taste to it, so when you're adding the honey and everything to it, it's quite well. So that is quite quick into that, and then that is your final dressing there. As you can see, you just see some of the ginger, and you got the garlic in here. It's really good, full of antioxidants. It's going to open up your pores and help release any toxins you have into your system. And like I said, the miso paste is full of vitamins B, E, and K. It's got a lot of folic acids into it, and it's really, really good for adding that bacteria to your stomach to help you process and digest your food a lot quicker. It's almost like a cleanse for your stomach as well. So it's really, really good miso paste. As well as the soybeans are a big one, high in protein. So to make the salad, it is really, really simple. The first thing I do is take some of my soba noodles, and it doesn't matter if you don't want soba noodles into this. You could leave the noodles out and it could just be a vegetable salad. But the first thing I do is take my soba noodles and I just take about a little bit of the dressing just to give it a coat. And then I'll just gently mix that up in a bowl just to give it a nice coat on there. And then I just take my noodles and I'll put those in the center of my plate like that. Now the soba noodles, you just pre-cook them to the cooking instructions on there. You just boil them just like you would any other pasta. Once you boil them, you run some cold water over them, and then you just let them cool down, and then you serve them when it's cold. You can do this one warm if you want as well with it and the vegetables. It works just as good. So in that same bowl, what we're going to do is take our carrots, and this one, there's no set amount. It's as much as vegetables if you want. If you really like carrots, you could put a lot more carrots in. If you don't like red peppers, you could substitute them out. You could use red cabbage. You could use anything. Really, it's all the vegetables you like is what you could put in there. We're going to use some sliced up mango. I also going to have some cucumber here that we're going to put into it. We're going to use red pepper as well. Then we have some green onions here. And then we have some pak choy here if you don't like pak choy. Or you can use spring cabbage. You can use any kind of leafy greens and put those in as well. So we get everything in there. And then at this one, we are gonna add some pea shoots. Now you can get pea shoots in most of any of your stores. If you don't have pea shoots or you aren't able to find them, you could always use watercress is another good one. It's got a nice bitterness and a sharpness to it that goes quite well with that. And then we're just gonna mix that in there as well, along with a little bit of Thai basil. If you don't have any Thai basil, or you can't find any in the supermarkets, you can also use mint. Mint's another great one in this dish as well, especially in the summertime. And then with this one, it's very similar to the soba noodles. We're gonna add some of the dressing into that. And I like a lot, so we put a good amount in there. And then we give everything a nice toss. Making sure everything is nice and coated, and as it gets going, you'll see everything will start to get nice and coated, and you have those bright, vibrant colors of everything in there, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful salad. If you want it a little bit more heartier, you can always add grilled chicken to it. Grilled prawns works really well in this as an addition to it as well. And then what I do is I just make a little tuff of it, and I put it right up on top of my noodles there. I take a little bit more of the dressing and just kind of drizzle it around the plate. And then I top it off with some sliced radishes are always good. If you have sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds go excellent with it as well. And there you have it. That is your soba noodle salad with rainbow vegetables and a sweet ginger miso dressing. Quick, it's easy. We've done our green juice, we've done our electrolyte lemonade, so we've had our green juice in the morning, we've gone and worked out, we've gone for a long run or a walk, then we've had our electrolyte lemonade, so we've put all back our minerals back into us, and then we're gonna sit down for lunch and we're gonna have a nice soba noodle salad. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you take the time to at least try some of these recipes, or just to try any recipe that is more health related, and try to eat more of your raw vegetables. Like I said, those raw vegetables will help you out in the long run, and it will keep you extended and just make you feel good. Thank you for your time.